Myers, Michael Kelso, Mr. Ashton Kutcher!
I grew up here. This is really like my living room. This was like more of a living room to me than my own living room.
If somebody told me 8 years ago that we would still be doing the show, I'd believe them.
I think that we all wanted the show to work so badly. And in the beginning, it was just make it work, make it work. Please, can we get picked up? Please, can we get picked up?
The idea of 8 seasons on a show is like, it's like winning the lottery. But I would have said, there's a chance.
The really beautiful thing about the 70's show is that we were there for each other. You know, this is our family, this is our life.
And Jackie Burkhardt, let's hear it for Mila Kunis!
I don't think any one of us ever imagined that the show would be such a success. I think it all hit us now that we're like, wow, this has been an amazing 8 years.
It's been a long time. Everybody kind of around the world knows the show. And no matter where you go, people, you know, they say that they really dig what we do.
And it's Donna Pinciotti. Let's hear for Laura Freeport!
People would come up to me and say, you know, the only time that my family's ever together is when we're watching your show. And the fact that we actually, you know, continue to do that for 8 years is pretty awesome.
Maybe I think too much, but something's wrong. There's something here that doesn't last too
long. Eric, it is time.
Why don't you do it?
It's your house. Listen to them up there. The party has reached critical mass. In 10 minutes, there will be no more beer opportunities.
This show is a funny show, and that's why it's going to be successful, if anything. I mean, it's just genuinely funny.
What you got there, Eric?
Beer? I found it just sitting, you know, around.
Well, put them away, son.
Why, intend to, sir?
And just the fact that it takes place in 1976 is just so unique that there isn't any other show that is like that.
So, Eric, how do you like Bob's new hair? Isn't it groovy?
It's incredibly groovy, Mrs. Pinciotti. The costumes are great and different, you know, the hair and everything's actually kind of embarrassing, but I think the same situations are true. You know, they're kind of timeless. Good news! My dad is thinking of giving me the Vista Cruiser. You're getting a car?
People that were, you know, growing up in the 70s are going to enjoy it because they're going to look back and go, yeah, we were wearing that.
About the car. No trips out of town. Ever.
And our generation is going to like it because they realize that we're doing the same stuff.
Eric, do you want to go?
He said no trips out of town.
It's your car. Do you want to go?
But he's God.
I think God would want us to go to Milwaukee.
You know, kids stay the same. You're always trying to, like in the pilot, we used to try to steal my dad's car to go to a concert. I did that.
Kids are off. I wonder where they're going.
Out of town.
The theme of the show would just automatically connect sons with fathers and daughters with mothers.
Hey, you kids standing around the driveway. You know, you may not realize it, but this is the most fun you're ever gonna have.
So it's all downhill from here, sir.
Yeah.
I would look back and watch the pilot now. I was like, God, I was a really bad actor.
When we look back at the pilot, we go, wow, we were so bad. We were so bad.
In the pilot, I am being this horrifying mother.
Oh, watch it, Eric. Hot pizza rolls coming through. Hot, hot.
There was a line where we're in the living room, we're doing the big party, and I go over to the stereo and I go, And I say, well, I'm just feeling like little Tom Jones now. And then I laughed, and this laugh came out. Well, they cut the line, and they kept the laugh. And then I was sort of stuck with the laugh. I sort of went, oh, well, here you go.
I watch it, and I'm just so annoyed with myself. I actually have to turn it off.
One of my most wonderful memories of that pilot, we knew we had something really special when we finished the last scene of the show. And we came out for the final bows. For a pilot and for unknown actors, we had a standing ovation from our studio audience. And we looked at each other and we said, you know, we might have something special here, you know? And from that day on, we wanted to be great, be the best we can be.
Let's focus on what's important here, people. Foreman stole something to Foreman! To Foreman!
Oh, hello, America, and welcome to Eric Foreman's Journey to Happiness. What was that for?
I just wanted to see what it was like.
What was it like?
You were there?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
What would you have done differently?
I don't know. Something with my lips.
Sounds good. Let's try that next time.
When exactly is next time?
Wow. Tongue.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Donna's and my first kiss. And just for that, I'm gonna give her something really special.
You've been trying to give her that for a year, and so far...
Take me, Donna. But, God, do be gentle.
You didn't actually think that was gonna work, did you?
No, but I'm a virgin and it's driving me crazy. But that's not your fault. No, wait, yes, it is.
I love you, Eric, and I want to be with you.
God, Donna, I love you. So, this is what it's like to not be a virgin. It was good. Right?
I can honestly say the best I've ever had.
Foreplay is very important.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Things with me and Donna are going really, really well. I got her a gift that really says something. A diamond engagement ring. As a joke? No. You guys, I'm gonna ask Donna to marry me. As a joke?
Oh my God, is that a...
Yeah. Yeah. That's stupid, right?
Yeah. And... no. I don't know.
Well, one of you is.
What is that supposed to mean?
I get what you're trying to do. You know, you're trying to lock her up, seal the deal. And all I'm saying is, maybe Donna's not that kind of girl.
Are you having doubts about me? Because if you are, tell me now. Don't wait like 10 years from now when we're both too fat to get dates.
No, forget it. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Kitty, Eric is over 2 hours late. Let's go home.
He's not late, Mr. Foreman. He didn't show up because he doesn't want to marry me.
Hey, you don't know that. Maybe he's just playing hard to get.
Donna, I think we were about to make a huge mistake.
I had a bad feeling too. But here's the difference. I stayed.
Listen to me. I am so sorry. Okay, whatever you want to do, we'll do. Okay, just Tell me what to do.
We'll figure it out tomorrow. Just get in.
Really? I figured out what I'm gonna do this year. There's this program where you go and teach an impoverished area for a year, and then they pay for your college.
So, what impoverished area will you go to?
Africa.
Africa, Wisconsin?
Did you consider me at all before you decided to run away to Africa?
The reason I'm doing this is for us. Okay, so I can go to college and get a job, you know, so I can deserve you.
I think you need to leave. Surprise.
Donna, this is the best surprise ever. So Vista Cruiser, huh? Yeah, this is where we had our first kiss.
I know, I remember.
This is weird. I mean, me leaving. It's like it's real.
Yeah, but you're gonna be back before you know it, and then we're gonna have our whole lives to spend together.
Listen to me, Donna. I love you so much. You know, you're my best friend. And I love you.
Coming up, that 70's cast gives us the lowdown on some of their favorite high times. We'll hear what life was like behind the scenes.
We're constantly messing around, beating up on each other, and, you know, just piddle-pissing around.
I looked in the camera and go, whoa!
Plus, guest stars Jessica Simpson, Luke Wilson, Lindsay Lohan, and Bruce Willis tell us about their trip back to the 70s.
Come on, feel it.
And we'll get a special sneak preview of what's coming up in the very last episode.
We have people returning, and
I don't know what I can give away.
When that 70s show, The Final Goodbye, returns.
Chicks must really dig astronauts, because it says here that astronauts get all the tang they want. I think the biggest contributor to the success of the show is that we kept having a good time.
The chemistry between us as people, I think we all really do care for one another.
When people are having a good time, you want to hang out with them.
What's weird is that we all looked like we grew up together, but we all had just met. But we all just clicked right away, so we looked like we've been friends since we were kids.
And I think there's a certain something that you can't write and you can't create on film unless it just is there.
For the most part, the whole cast, other than Danny, really wasn't from around here and didn't really have friends here, so who better to hang out with than the people that you hang out with all day long?
It's been amazing. The chemistry none of us have ever fought, none of us have ever had, we fight, we have disagreements like brothers and sisters, but we've never clashed.
There was never a moment of material jealousy. Never once did anybody ever think you got more lines or you got more pages or your scene is better. It was always actually the opposite of that.
What's important is we all get along, and I think that's what kind of stuck with people.
You know what? We've only got 2 months until graduation, and we can't waste a second of that.
Foreman's right. Let's seize the day, man. Hey, weren't we supposed to seize something, man? Hey, I'm Danny. I'm here with Michael Carlich, who's the editor of the 70's show. So we've done 200 episodes, and I don't remember any of them. And so Carlich put together some of everybody's favorite 360 scenes.
Hey, man. Let's do that thing where we all sit in the circle.
We were the first show to do this. Well, we called it 360 because it's a 360-degree camera.
When we started 360, you know the kids are in the basement hanging out, like, smoking up.
One of the most legendary 360s we'll always have will be the pilots.
So is Red still thinking about giving you the car, maybe?
Even if we do get it, we're gonna need some
serious gas money because the cruiser's a boat.
I know it's a boat. This whole gas shortage bites.
Who's getting a boat?
We were introducing each character trait and each character's personality with that one scene. You knew who Fez was right away. You knew who Kelso was right away. And you knew who Eric and Hyde were right away.
There is no gas shortage, man. It's all fake. The oil companies control everything. Like, there's this guy who invented this car that runs on water, man. It's got a fiberglass air-cooled engine and it runs on water.
So it is a boat.
No, it's a car. Only you put water in the gas tank instead of gas.
So there's me laughing and breaking character.
And it runs on water, man!
And Kutcher had already lost it before we had started. So that's actually him not even acting.
I never heard of this car. Hey, Jackie's good for gas money.
You are such a whore.
When does the boat get here, whore?
The first 360 is like really cool looking, and it kind of reminded me of things that I didn't experience.
This literally made our show a hit from the very first episode. Because we came in with huge ratings, and it was literally this scene that did it.
You guys know what a funny word is? Pickle weasel.
It took me, good 7-8 episodes before I got into a 360. And I was damn proud to be in it. Oogly, moogly. Oogly.
Okay, no more for the cheerleader, okay?
A lot of people tell me they relate to that too. Growing up in the 70s, they're like, we did that. I'm like, all right. My hands are huge. They're like boxing gloves. I am the greatest.
Okay, champ, whatever you say.
I think one of the memorable ones, was the one where we were cartooned.
Zoinks.
That was really cool.
All right, you called my bluff. I am not really a virgin. Yes, I am.
We had that very special episode of the Very Special Brownies where the adults by accident were given brownies that were laced with more than just love.
I love salt.
I like that word, hip. It kind of pops, you know? Hip, hip, hip. I can see my own mouth.
I also like sweet, but there's just something about salt.
Well, the 360s are very, very hard because you all sit in a circle and the camera is in the middle and it goes from person to person to person and it's right in your face.
I don't get why we call it a circle. That is freaking awesome!
The pressure is just huge, at least for me. It was always gigantic. It just became laughing, 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 laughing to me.
The 360 became that one wonderful scene where it didn't have to do anything with the storyline.
Sometimes when I'm alone, I just love to cuddle.
It was just us hanging out, talking about absolutely nothing.
You know what? I love showing my butt. I don't care what Eric says. I like to show it and I like to shake it.
And I think that's what made it so, oddly enough, the most memorable part of the show.
Oh, Kelso, watch it with that gun, man.
Oh, relax, Eric. It's not a gun, it's a flare gun. Yeah, tomorrow's flare day at the academy, so we're learning how to use these. Besides, they're totally safe. All they do is shoot balls of fire.
Kelso, I don't think you should be playing with fire when we're all... Never mind.
At the time, you're thinking about it like, we're gonna save the world tonight.
Man, we always think of so many brilliant things down here. But then later, I can't remember any of them.
I had a lot of lines like, God, we never run out of things to talk about here. We'll talk about the same thing.
Hey,
There's this car that runs on water. It runs on water, man!
We've probably done 150, 180 360s, and they're always genius.
Coming up, that 70s cast reveals their favorite fantasies.
I think one of my favorites was
Panties. Glorious panties!
We were all laughing hysterically.
And the most outrageous outtakes.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Plus, Bruce Willis tells how he wound up back in the 70s.
Worked out. Got the gig.
Yeah, sort of worked like that.
All when that 70s show, The Final Goodbye, returns.
Oh my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
Okay, so this is our basement set, which everybody pretty much is familiar with.
Man, you can't bring my sister down to the basement. This is our fortress of solitude.
This couch is actually broken about 10 times over the years, because with Ashton falling on it and us wrestling on it. And...
Come on, you're not even fighting back!
Why would he fight back?
and all this crazy stuff, it keeps breaking.
Kelso did it!
See, they put a board there because it always keeps breaking.
Me too. Sit down.
If you look up the stairs, whenever we're like running in and out of the basement, it's literally just a set of stairs that doesn't go anywhere. So in a scene, right when we're about to come in, we're literally sitting in here like waiting for our line cue, and then we hear it, and then we jump up and like run into the basement and pretend we were coming like from our house or something.
Oh, hey, you guys, guess what part of my body I nicknamed Pink Floyd?
And then up those stairs too, it's literally just a little space. All of us have so many memories from up there, and we all scratch things into the wall. Although some of it's pretty nasty though. Let me check. Okay, yeah, you can't look at that stuff. Cause it's pretty, I just went up there to check and I'm like, it's not really PG. It's kind of R-rated, so you guys can't see that, but it's there. We marked our territory.
What the hell? I'm stuck.
So I'll tell you what we're all taking away when the show ends.
I have been glued.
It's because this set means so much to all of us.
So you covered the freezer handle and the TV knob in super glue?
This is Hyde's chair. He always sits in this chair. So Danny's taking this.
Kelso, is there a cushion glued to my butt?
No, not glued. Super glued.
Wilmer is taking the wagon wheel coffee table with everything on it. I think he's gonna put it in his new house. This whole setup is what I'm taking, since my character's a DJ and I'm always over here changing the records over the years.
Check out the new stereo. Oh, it plays records and 8-tracks? This thing's like right out of the future.
And this is what Ashton's taking.
Man, if you get any dumber, you're gonna need a helmet.
Because whenever he's like falling over or getting hit or like, you know, someone's punching him.
You're not pulling out of this driveway until you put on a helmet.
Fine, everyone's against me.
He always puts the helmet on. And when he like runs into walls and stuff, so he's gonna take this helmet.
Let the sparks fly!
Mila is taking this whole setup right here with the trunk and the little tricycle and this whole thing. The couch is Topher's.
Yeah.
Topher's gonna take the couch home with him. And this little stool we call Johnny Carson. And Mila and I both want that.
Bitch? Going? Bitch? Going?
So that one, we're figuring out what to do with that one right now.
See, we're closer than ever.
So yeah, this is our home away from home. and we're all gonna take a little piece of it with us.
Donna, please ignore the rope in the middle of the room. And whatever you do, don't pull it.
Fantasies are great because you get to kind of like get out of the show for a little bit and go into this other world, you know, in the characters' minds.
Panties. Glorious panties!
As far as favorites on the fantasy sequences, we've done that so well and had so many that were great.
Every man has a place. In his heart there's a space, and the world can't erase his fantasies. Take a ride in the sky on a ship, fantasize. All your dreams will come true right away. And we will live together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring forever as one.
I've done a lot of fantasy sequences on the show, and every single one of them I had the best time doing it.
Lucy, I'm home!
I think one of my most memorable ones was the Desi Arnaz and I Love Lucy one because I'm such a huge fan of Desi Arnaz. Like I was playing around on set one time and I did the laugh. And they just wrote it into the show.
Lucy, what happened to you?
I was just really scared because I was like, oh my God, how do you play Lucy? You know what I mean? Oh, Ricky, I was making molasses cookies for your band, and I had an accident.
Oh, Lucy.
When it's your dream, you could be whatever you want. And I was in 4th grade. I auditioned for the Wizard of Oz play in my elementary school, and I didn't get Dorothy. I got Glinda the Good Witch. 70's show, a couple seasons ago, I got to play Dorothy. And that just made my day. Because I hope my 4th grade teacher was watching. That's my favorite one, because I got to do Dorothy after all.
Take a ride in the sky on a ship, fantasize. All your dreams will come true miles away.
Well, my favorite fantasy sequence was Deborah Jo and I doing a soap opera.
My God, Kitty. What have I become?
This was just every cliche in the book.
You're not the man I married. And I'm not Kitty.
And the mascara just dripping down my face. That was very fun to do.
There was one that was kind of funny where I played a cheerleader with Mila.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Go team!
It was so ridiculous, but you just have to you're dreading doing it, but then, when the audience is here, you just kind of, you have to perform, and so you're just kind of like, okay, I'm uncool now, and I'm gonna do it. And you just go and you do it, and it ends up being really funny.
And we will live together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring forever as one.
I had a dream last night that's worth telling. Okay, Donna was in a wet t-shirt contest. No, I can't. Forget it. It's too dirty.
Coming up, the cast shares some of their funniest and most surprising stories.
Mila's the one who started the wall.
Do you know what Wilmer came up with?
I almost killed myself.
You got one hell of a butt.
Oh man, oh man.
Plus, we'll follow them through their very last week together. From the emotional reading of the final script
Oh, that was a brutal read-through.
to their tearful farewell. All when that 70s show, The Final Goodbye, returns.
And go.
I think part of the success of this show was due to having one director, David Traynor.
I think that if he wasn't here for every episode, I don't think we would have lasted this long.
Usually you switch directors, and David's just like, I would not want to have any other director.
I never had any real formal training until I met David Traynor, and he taught me how to do what I do.
Oh, God bless David. Oh, my Lord. Having patience for 6 kids.
Okay, I don't like my line. Well, let me see what I can do.
He puts up with our crap.
He's in the red. He's in the air.
We're constantly messing around and beating up on each other, air humping each other's legs, just piddle pissing around. And David, he's like a patient parent when the kids are messing around in the back of the car.
Do you ever laugh in scenes?
No, David, I'm a professional. Look, I am not gonna sit back. Oh my God. Okay. Once you start laughing, you can't stop laughing. I am just Laura. I'm okay. I really do not know why I was laughing, but I could not stop. Or if Laura and I start laughing, David, that's the
Laura
worst.
and Mila are a really potent combo for laughing.
Yeah.
Because each one thinks the other's hysterical.
Yeah, we
And then
find
it's
each other
gone.
really funny. And make sure you let me tell them what to write on the card. I'm really good at that, okay? What are you doing?
Mila and I tend to laugh a lot, and when one of us is gone and we just look at each other and we know, and we both just lose it.
And make sure you let me tell them what to write on the card. I'm really good.
When did something funny happen?
Sometimes it takes a while to sort of
Did
settle.
Laura ever tell you what she thought about? Laura goes, oh, I have an idea. Think of dead puppies. Did she ever tell you this, David? So every time we start laughing, she goes, think dead puppies, think dead puppies. And it's a horrible
And then you'd
picture.
laugh
And then
at
start
that.
laughing because it's such an absurd thing to think about. And make sure you let me tell them what to write on the card. I'm really good at that. When I saw Do you know what Wilmer came up with?
What?
Pinch yourself. Fez, you cannot pinch my boyfriend.
Ow.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow! Ow!
We are the biggest clowns, and when we're together, I mean, we're trying to make each other laugh all the time, and I'm the biggest clown there is, period.
Hey, I don't know what you heard, but this show ain't free.
Before a scene, I have to go to Wilmer. I'm like, don't make me laugh, don't make me laugh. Because when he does, it won't stop.
It's not a circle that's the problem. It's that your life
Toe didn't like to make mistakes, so Topher would get mad at himself.
Whoa! Wow! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Topher apologizes profusely. Sorry, David, sorry, David, sorry. He just continually says sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I looked in the camera and go, whoa!
I just seem to curse a lot. Every time I mess up, the old F word, the F-bomb, immediately comes out of my mouth.
Hey, do me a favor, don't break his heart. It's one of his only
Girls went to a strip club. It was supposed to be like a Chippendales kind of a thing.
Welcome to the little boys' room where every night is ladies' night and everybody's pants come off.
Well, that's a catchy slogan.
I had never done it full out during rehearsal because I just didn't know what I was going to do. So tape night, I did it full out.
I don't know what happened to her Friday night. I lost my mind. I started shaking her butt. She went crazy. I was dying laughing. I was gone. It took forever for me not to laugh.
Mila couldn't speak. Laura's behind me. They are collapsed in laughter, and no one's yelling cut. So I just keep dancing and dancing.
So there's, this poor guy who's doing one-hand push-ups, right? And he's just sweating and turning red.
No matter what horrible thing is happening, I keep going until I hear cut. Ashton was like that also. Ashton loved when things went wrong, though. He just loved it and thrived on it.
Why is she pretending like nothing happened?
Well,
Maybe she's embarrassed. She's used to dating really brainy guys.
Ash would make it part of what happened to Kelso. So anything went wrong. It didn't happen to Ashton, it happened to Kelsey.
Actually, Ash, go back, okay?
I'm having popsicle issues.
And then it's really hard to get it back, too, because once you start to laugh, once it's giddy and fun, it takes a while to pull it all together.
What seems to be the problem here?
Put that down.
Put what down?
No, that. Put that down. Give it to me.
That scene with the cop car and his stick, and there was a frog.
Oh, he peed on me. That's resisting arrest. That's resisting arrest.
That scene went on for days. Well, I was even laughing in that one because it couldn't all get together at the same time.
Give me that.
It kills me. I'm sweating. It's crazy.
There's a couple times Ash would really got hurt. I mean, really hurt himself doing stuff, and he would just stay as Kelso got hurt, not Ashton got hurt.
Hey, Kelso. Fudgesicle.
There was an episode like really early on when I came running up and I jumped over the couch and my heels hit the edge of the couch and I slipped off and took it right in the shins with the table. And the punch bowl just kind of goes whoosh, like this, and everybody's like still. And I hold it still, and I'm like, you just can't smile now. And I'm like, stay in the character, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt. And everybody else starts laughing. I remember watching the episode and going, Captain, that's awesome. I like making people laugh, and if that helps to make people happy, I'll hurt myself a little bit.
Coming up, Wilmer and Deborah Jo give us a never-before-seen backstage tour.
I feel like I'm doing MTV Cribs right now.
Plus, we'll meet some of that 70s show's most famous guest stars.
I didn't do this. He's taking up my camera time now. What is this?
When that 70s show, The Final Goodbye, returns.
Look at this place. Glass grapes, an organ. It's like Carnegie Hall.
I was going to show you around the set a little bit today and talk with some of the prop people.
Why don't you tell me about this pea soup colored chair?
I think it's comfortable and soothing, just like pea soup.
We've been here for 8 years, and this is, this is our house.
I think this whole room is a great example of bad taste.
Excuse me?
It's true of any show that set decorating is a crucial part to the show because it establishes what the people are like.
I have spent years picking every item in this room so that I would be surrounded by the things I love and the people I thought loved me.
On this show, though, on the 70s show, it's more than that because it's the whole framework of this show is the fact that it takes place in the 70s.
Tell me what you think of this room. This turquoise and chrome disaster of a room.
Mark Rich is our property master. What's your biggest challenge, Ben?
We've done such weird things. On first season I was here, first week or so, we did a thing where Topher Grace was imagining he was a woman because he kept losing at a game.
That's game.
We had to put balloons in a bra and then make his breast expanded.
And I remember the oatmeal thing because we really, really wanted to do that in one take.
Eric, I need you to take out the...
We got the oatmeal perfect. But one thing we hadn't thought about was the fact that the floor is now an ice skating rink. And I almost killed myself.
What the hell is this?
We got lucky. We scored, so it's just part of the, part of the game. It's a lot of fun.
This is the kind of thing they do that I love. This is actually photographs of, that's me and Deborah Jo, Red and Kitty, and that's Marion Ross, who played my mother in the first season.
You know what I don't understand is how in hell a brilliant young man like my Red could have thrown away everything.
Grandma, why don't we go into the living room and I'll rub your feet?
She was great. We love Marion.
I don't think being nice for a whole day would kill you.
And then we killed her off. And this is Betty White and Tom Poston, who played Kitty's parents.
Bert, honey, pass me your plate. Bertikins.
We killed Tom off, too.
Daddy's gone to a better place.
Good, because this hospital sucks.
We've had an incredible amount of guest stars.
Sorry about your grandpa.
I didn't know him, but there's a Carly Simon song that always cheers me up.
I'm actually singing on this episode a Carly Simon song to try to cheer up Eric after his grandfather passes.
No, wait, you don't have.
I haven't got time for the pain. I haven't the room for the pain. I haven't the need for the pain.
Oh, that's great.
Anymore.
The 70's show has been so much fun for me just because it's been my first experience as an actress.
We've been fortunate to have some amazing guest stars.
Oh my God. Casey Kelso's here.
What? Oh my God, he is so fine.
Dating Luke Wilson, that was, you know, he's so funny. He was great to have on the show. Mila, we were always like, do you need coffee? Do you need anything?
Love the jeans.
Really? They're blue.
We were like, you know, giddy little schoolgirls around him.
Really am a fan of the show, and it's one of those things where, I mean, the same reason I enjoy watching the show is the same reason I like coming here. It's because of the actors. Pick you up at the hub after school. I'll be in the Trans Am.
I love the Trans Am.
Everybody does. You know, the warmth that the show has, they have as a cast and as people. So, yeah, I really do enjoy it.
We've had pretty much everyone in the business stop by the show.
I want the full fez treatment. A wash, cream rinse, and a lot of that wiggly stuff you do with your fingers. It's magical.
Abracadabra, baby.
I was calling my agent and I was like, I want to do the show, and you know they have a lot of fun here. It's a fun set and it's really relaxed and everything. So I thought that would be cool. I didn't do this. He's taking up my camera time now. What is this? Hold on a second.
We've had, you know, all of our friends stop by.
Let me tell you a little bit about what Vic does around here at the club.
Who's Vic?
I'm Vic. Keep up.
I pitched the idea to the writers. I'm like, what if Bruce is interviewing me for the Playboy job? And they were like, that's great. Will he do it?
Oh, you're married? I see you're not wearing a ring. Great minds think alike.
I said it to me. I was like, do you think he'd do it? She's like, yeah, probably. And so she called him, and he was totally into doing it.
I was going through the trades, and I called Ash, and I saw there was an opening on the show, and worked out. Got the gig.
Yeah, sort of worked like that.
Yeah, you know it's hot when you get all moist and sweaty up under here, eh? Come on, feel it.
I don't think I want to touch Vic's head.
No, go ahead, feel it.
No, I really don't.
Feel it!
Okay.
Gotcha!
We have been blessed with guest stars on the show.
As far as I'm concerned, this is between Jackie and her ditzy lush of a mom.
Hi, you must be Red. I'm Pam Burkhardt.
It's Pam.
Brooke Shields is playing Jackie's mom, so she's quite attractive.
Wipe your chin, honey. You got some drool.
I think Kitty's having a problem with that.
I left my keys in the car and I had to use a coat hanger to jimmy the lock. I had to reach down in there and I had to shimmy and shimmy and shimmy until the darn thing finally popped open.
Boy, I'm sorry I missed that.
I love how far they get to go with the humor, to be able to kind of push the envelope with the look and with what you get away with and innuendo.
Hot tub!
Mom, what are you doing in there with that wet, hairy man?
We start hot tubbing. Oh, yeah. Hot tubbing with Brooke Shields. It's good to be me.
Coming up, inside Wilmer's dressing room for some of his most personal memories.
Every signature you see here is either a really close friend of mine or someone that I really respect and admire.
Plus, after 8 years, Deborah Jo reveals how she finally got Kitty a makeover.
I won't look like a whore, will I?
When that 70s show, The Final Goodbye, returns.
Poor Fez. Too depressed to leave his room.
That's it, you guys, we gotta cheer him up.
Eric, knock first. If Fez is alone, I'm guessing he's not wearing pants.
Well, awesome! Wait, let's catch him.
I'm gonna give you guys a little insight, a little behind the scenes of what it is to be a cast member on the 70s show and have your own dressing room and be here and meditate before your scenes. Let me show you my dressing room.
Check out all this great stuff. Oh my God, is that a race car bed? Oh, I call shotgun!
All right, so this is our dressing room. Our dressing rooms consist of a couch and a TV, but I decided to morph my dressing room into something that was a lot more comfortable than just that. So I brought in my own couch, got a nice little sectional couch here. For 8 years, you know, everybody kind of gathers around here, sits around here, watches the show through the live feed, and watches the game on the top one. And it's been like that for 8 years.
Wilmer's is sort of the one where you would go and eat often because it was the first one out of the, you walk up the stairs and there's the first one there, so it was the most available. And what was good about eating in Wilmer's room is that you could just leave your trash and let him deal with it.
Got a little refrigerator here. Oh yeah, I stay really healthy. I feel like I'm doing MTV Cribs right now. This board right here, I have pictures here with one of my best friends, and I got some of my co-stars here. Like this Polaroid is special to me because this is when Laura, Deborah Jo, and Kerwood and I did this I Love Lucy parody.
Hey, neighbors!
Gee, Fred, would it hurt you to hug me like that?
Well, probably not, but why take the chance?
This is my dog. My mom won't give it back, so I don't have a dog anymore. She decided that it was her dog, and his name is Fez, because he's so non-threatening looking. This is Laura. That's a big carrot.
Oh my God, I don't know.
She's gonna kill me for showing you this. You know, I got another picture of Laura. So you guys probably don't know. You know, Laura and I happen to be one of the closest, you know, in the whole cast. And when we work together, we joke around a lot, and we do a lot of funny, stupid things, which I'm sure you guys are now gonna flash back to, like, me wrestling with her. During the first year of the show, in 1998, we were doing a lot of promotion and a lot of touring. We did a lot of touring.
Guess what all of us are doing on Sunday afternoon? We're going to the Packers game!
And one of the things we did was we went to a Packers game in Wisconsin.
You will be sitting next to me on the 50-yard line!
Eric. We were in the 50-yard line in the front row, and everybody looked at us like, how do they get those tickets?
Honey, are you crying?
No. Well, thank you, Fox. This is Ashton's picture when he was a young boy. He was gorgeous even then.
Yeah, I'm what's known as man pretty.
I wanted to make my room more manly, so I put out some posters to the village people. Mission accomplished.
Every signature you see here is either a really close friend of mine or someone that I really respect and admire. I have people up in this wall, from my baby brother to like our guest stars and ex-girlfriends. Among some of them, you know, you have my boy Ashton, you know, Danny, you know, you have the entire cast. Mila actually was the funny. Mila's the one who started the wall. And I said, whoa, we're gonna get in trouble by running on the wall. And then I said, screw it. And I had everybody just sign it. And now we have like Seth Green, you know, all my really close friends. Yeah, everybody's left their messages here and their thoughts, and some of them have been really funny, some of them have been really, really heartfelt, and you know, unfortunately for TV, we're not gonna be able to show you some of the messages, but I will have to tell you, they make me blush.
Well, that sounds dirty.
Well, it's not.
I'll do it anyway.
It's funny, I mean, how painful is it gonna be when I see someone painting over this wall? That's gonna really suck. You know, this has been such a great home for us, and it's gonna be really sad to see it go away. But I wouldn't have been able to have half the memories if it wasn't because of the fans. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have these memories. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Mrs. Foreman, you should change your hair.
No, I can't change my hair. Red loves it. It's my trademark. It'd be like telling Fonzie not to say, hey!
The first year of the show, my hair got fried. It was just fried. And actually, there's really only one part of my body that's attractive, and that's my hair.
Men have their cars. Women have their hair. It's like a car. It's valuable.
And then they were frying that off, and I didn't have a lot of luck. So I begged for a wig, and then I got the curly wig. Well, that was my mother's hairdo, actually, in the 70s. And it's not attractive. It's not a pretty look.
Come on, let's go make fun of your mom's hair.
So I begged for a different wig, something that wasn't so complicated with all the curls and everything.
Kitty, would you like a makeover? Oh, I really would. Okay.
I won't look like a whore, will I?
But I couldn't get that. Everybody was hooked on that curly look. So to get the new wig, they had to write it in, of course.
Okay, stripping is all about the art of seduction. So the first thing you want to do is set the mood, like with music or candles.
Because you can't just apparently change Kitty's hairdo.
Look your husband in the eye and go step, dip, hair, flip.
So we did a little sequence where Kitty's hair catches on fire.
Oh, crap. Did we blow a fuse again?
Basically, I just had to, like, bend over and then just scream blindly.
And step, dip, hair, flip.
Kitty, watch the candle. Oh, my God, your hair's on fire!
What? And the hair was on fire, and then, like magic...
Wow! Look at you!
We have a new little wedge haircut.
Do you like it?
Hubba, hubba!
Really? I have been trying so hard to get you to notice me, and all I had to do was set my hair on fire.
I know she said that it's her hair that's the most beautiful part about her, but it's not true.
Oh, jeez.
I gotcha. Because you got one hell of a butt.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You can let go now, Bob.
Coming up, the cast shares their final moments and memories as they shoot the very last episode.
Every little piece of who I am today is because of these people.
When we return to That 70's Show, the final goodbye.
This is the 200th episode. It's called That 70's Finale. All right, here we go.
Oh, that was a brutal read-through. And I had to kick off the first line, and I had, like, tears running down my face. And I was like, I couldn't even get my first line out.
Sorry.
I mean, you think you're going to be able to hold it together, you know what I mean? And then you're in the moment, you realize it's your last table read with all these guys. At one point, Deborah Jo, Mila, and I were all like this, like crying at the table, like, oh, it was so bad. We were like handing the tissues out.
I love the finale. I think it's very fitting.
It's called That 70's Show, and I guess if you're going to end the show, you should do it on a certain day at a certain time.
It ends on New Year's Eve. I'll give you that.
I don't know what I can give away.
We have people returning, and
I think the audience will be happy with where the characters are going. Because one thing about when you end up a show, it's like, is it like truthful? Is it satisfying? Are people that invested so much time in the show going to be happy with where it's going? And I think their audience will be.
Are you ready to meet the stars of our show?
Hello, it's me. I've thought
a long, long time. Maybe I think too much, but something's wrong.
We usually shoot and we're out by 10 o'clock. We'll probably be out by 2 in the morning because I think everyone's going to be sobbing, just sobbing. I think there's going to be mascara all over everybody's faces, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long time.
I'm with these people more than my real family. I mean, we all really care about each other so much. It's gonna be difficult.
I don't know. I mean, I grew up and I wouldn't have been who I am without these people. I mean, every little piece of who I am today is because of these people.
I really miss the people. I just miss coming here and hanging out with my buddies all day. And I love you. And thank you for the love that you show me.
I mean, it's just, they're my friends. They know how much I love them, and they'll always be there.
Seeing you, or seeing anything as much as I do you.
I always felt that there was a genuine emotional feeling throughout the years, and I'll really miss that.
We will never be this way again. That the unique circumstance of all of us together as a family won't continue. That's hard.
It's very hard to say goodbye.
One of the things I like to say to them is thank you. They really made me who I am. And I just said I love them, you know? I'm gonna carry them here everywhere I go.